Hey guys, Ant here from Muff Squad, back here with another vid from my 2019 NAIC old format tournament. This is my round one. On the left, I'm playing AbZard, and on my right, my opponent Ben is playing Pikarom. So this was a fun format, still kind of modern. It's not really a retro format, considering it's only like 2 years ago, but it was a great format, a great variety of decks. It was good meta, so we just it's fun to just revisit this format because I feel like it was like the last best format that was like playable. So the guys on the Discord that we have for old formats, we decided to. This is actually our second tournament that we've run with this format, so I guess other people seem to like this format as well. But I'm on the left and I'm playing AbZard. So AbZard, it was just like Reshi Ram Charizard tag team that played Jirachi and Dedennis and Lele, just like cards that had abilities just to find you Kiawe welders. And Pikarom, pretty much straightforward Pikarom list. It's almost identical to what's being played nowadays. So just a battle of the tag teams here. And I forget who goes first, but I start the Jirachi, which is probably what I want to start, and my opponent starts the Jirachi as well. So Ben's going to be going first here. So we will be seeing a Stellar Wish here. Stellar Wish says you can search the top 5 cards of your deck, take a trainer card from there, put it to your hand, and then Jirachi becomes asleep. So he's going to go ahead and tap the card, putting it asleep, using the Stellar Wish abilities. Gets to look at the top 5 of his deck. He gets to take a trainer card from there and show it to his opponent, and then put it to his hand. So Pikarom here usually wants to get a Pikarom down, get an energy on it, and possibly maybe get some energies in discard pile for a Tapu Koko Prism play, just in a Thunder Mountain, just to get a turn 1 full blitz. I mean, he can't attack going first, but I would imagine he wants to get the Pokemon down and an energy attachment as well. So that's what he's probably aiming to do. I remember he joked around, he just with my board, he doesn't really know what he's playing against here. So he's kind of like, I guess it does hinder his setup to see what route he wants to go for, what game plan he wants to go for. So he attaches a Stealthy Hood and then Field Blows away just to Lily for more cards. So Lily says if you play it on your turn 1, you can draw up until you have 8 in your hand, or 6 if it's not your first turn. So he's gonna go ahead and also just go ahead and play the Let Loose Marshadow down, and we both shuffle our hand and draw 4. So I'm not sure what he saw off of that Lily, but definitely not cards to set up. I don't see any Pokemon, I don't see any energy attachments, so not so great here for his turn 1. So we're gonna both see 4 cards here. Again, most likely gonna want to see an energy attachment and a Pokemon on his board. So he's already supported and Stellar Wish and Let Loose. So let's see if he could find. So he doesn't get a Lightning Energy onto the Marshadow. Well, that's not a good sign. But at least it's an energy attachment because he does play E-Switch, so it is on his board and possibly safe for now. So I'm going to draw for turn. I have 5 cards in hand due to the Let Loose. I'm going to Acrobike. I see an Acrobike and a Switch. I'm going to take the Acrobike. Acrobike again. I see a Fiery Flint and a Fire Energy. I'm going to take the Fiery Flint, discard the Fire. And do I play the Fiery Flint here just to thin out so I could? Yeah, so I'm gonna, or is that or do I play the Ultra Ball? I'm not sure if I play the Flint or the Ultra Ball here, but yeah, I do grab the Ultra Ball, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just Dedenne, see a fresh new hand of 6. I still haven't Stellar Wish, so I'm looking for a Welder or a Kiawe, a Pokemon and a Welder Kiawe. My Pokemon that I play in this deck are 2 Reshizards, 2 Eevee Snorlax tag teams, and I also play a 1/1 Growlithe Arcanine line. So those are my attackers. So okay, I did get the Reshizard. I bench it. Did I get energies, welders, or Kiawes? I still have a Stellar Wish, so I have good odds of hitting it. I do have an energy was thinking about attaching it there, but so I do attach it. I'm gonna play the Stellar Wish here. I see a Guzma Nest Ball. Okay, so I have the Guzma. I take the Guzma, and I think I'm going back in. That's why. Yeah, so I have the Kiawe. So I'm just gonna go ahead and load this thing up to. I could put up to 4 energies on it my turn end. So I only opt to getting 3. I don't know why I wouldn't just get the 4th, because even if he benches, like right now, I'm only doing 230, even like with a Flare Strike. Doesn't kill a Pikarom. But if I put the 5th energy and I have an attachment in hand and I Guzma it, then I just kill it with a GX, and like then he's just like, I take 3 prizes. So I don't know why I didn't grab the 5th energy there. That was probably really bad on my part, but yeah, I'm not sure why I didn't do that. I think I definitely always just get the energy there. Maybe I was thinking like maybe he could just blow this thing up and I don't want to lose 5 energies, but I mean it's going to be really hard for him to blow it up. Like he would need to fully power a Pikarom, maybe get 2 energies, Thunder Mountain, Guzma, and then also need a Choice Band and 2 E-Powers or 3 E-Powers. Like that's a lot. That's a lot. And like the fact that he Stellar Wish here for a Lily tells me that he's probably not even going to play Guzma this turn to bring up my Reshizard anyway. So I think it was, again, no reason not to get that 5th energy onto it, but I'm just playing it safe here. I still wasn't even too sure what my opponent was playing. Like I know after the fact that it was Pikarom because I obviously played against him, but I had no idea what I was expecting here, because like I'm like, okay, this could be Zappies as well, and maybe that's why I didn't get the 5th energy actually, because then that's exactly why I didn't get the 5th energy. So if it was Zappies, I was thinking about a Coco GX attack, where if I had 5, he'd do 250. He would just need 1 Electro Power or a Choice Band, whereas now I have 4. He still needs 3 damage modifiers. So that's exactly why I did that. So he's like, on his turn, he's gonna play 2 E-Powers. He's gonna Lily. Then he's gonna play Nest Ball. Finally getting an attacking Pokemon, I would imagine, here onto his board. Most likely seeing a Pikarom here. And oh yeah, that's right. He opts for the Zapdos. So at this point in the game, I was still thinking like, okay, this is totally Zappies, right? Because like in my mind, I'm thinking, if this was like, this has to be Zappy, because like if it's Pikarom, why not grab the Pikarom here? I mean, now I guess like it would be kind of like silly to play the Pikarom because I have a fully powered Reshizard, and you know he doesn't want to put up the liability of a Pikarom and giving him 3 prizes potentially. But I don't know. I would have at least tried getting a Pikarom to at least full blitz onto something else, like creating a board. But I don't know. I mean, maybe he's just seeing things differently here. So he does Lily, he does Stellar Wish, he's going to Dedenne 2 Lightnings away and a Stretcher. He has the double E-Power as well. So if he could find a switch card here, we will be seeing this Zapdos hit for 140 damage onto anything. I mean, he can't. Some of these Pikaroms, he's just going to pass. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a switch card. That's like really bad here. He's in really bad shape. So, yeah, like, I'm going to go ahead and Acrobike, get ready to go. So I'm already down 2 switch, and I remember this was a big thing in this deck. Like, I got to be careful with my switching on, because I'm already down 2 switch, and I'm going to Stellar Wish. I do grab a Guzma here. So I have Guzma knockout on the Dedenne or the Zapdos. So again, I don't know that he's playing Pikarom at this point. So I'm thinking to myself, do I go for the Zapdos taking away the energy, or do I just go ahead and take the 2 prizes from the Dedenne? I end up killing the Dedenne here, but I Nest Ball for a Growlithe, try setting that up as well. I need a secondary attacker in case he can just blow up my Reshizard in return. So I do Guzma. I'm thinking about what I Guzma here. I do target the Dedenne. I figure I just take 2 prizes. I think I prize something vital, so I was like, let me just try getting some prizes. I think maybe I was some switches I had in my prizes, or fire crystals that I was worried about. But I'm gonna go ahead. I Flare Strike there for 230. So I can't use Flare Strike on my next turn. He's going to promote the Jirachi. We're going to see a Stellar Wish here. He gets to see a free trainer card to his hand. So, as of right now, I mean, we can see a Thunderous Assault for 80 damage onto this. I mean, that's not bad, you know, chipping away at this Rashizard. It would put it at 190, which a Tag Bolt without the extra effect would kill a Rashizard, which could be good because as of right now, that's my only attacker on the board. So, if he could get a knockout option, he's already down 2 E powers, so he would need to find the last 2 E powers and a choice band to kill this thing this turn. So it is asking for a lot. I mean, after Stellar Wish not grabbing one of those damage modifiers, odds are he's probably not going to be able to knock this thing out anyway. So he's going to play a Nest Ball. I would imagine we see the Pikarom coming down here. He needs to start setting up an attacker, or maybe even a Zero Aura. You know, something that just does a significant amount of damage. Something that could potentially like one-shot this if he could even, you know, get the combo off. But I'm not sure what he's thinking. I think he fails it. He just fails it. So again, at this point, I still don't know that I'm playing against Pikarom. There's no indications of cards that I've seen him play. Right now, I think this is completely just Zap Beast. So he fails the Nest Ball, but he's gonna play Ultra Ball and grab a Let Loose Marshat. See, I don't understand this at all, because like the fact that he Nest Ball and then Ultra Balls for a Let Loose, like why not grab an alternate attacker? Like, so with the Volkner, he's gonna grab a Lightning and an E-board. Oh, he has a Pikarom in hand. Okay, that's why. He's just thinning out, so that's smart. He's gonna Let Loose. We're both gonna shuffle up and draw 4. He does get the energy, so if you could find like Thunder Mountain E-Switch, I mean, a full blitz wouldn't be so bad here anyway. So I can't Flare Strike. The only attack that I would have access to on my turn would be my GX attack for 200 damage and Outrage. Considering I don't know what I could Outrage for, I don't know how much damage he's going. So right now Outrage just is 30, but in order for me to kill this Pikarom, I'd need a well or 2 energies in order to do 300, or a switch and then switch back into it. So I do need a lot to deal with the Pikarom if he does somehow, if he could attack and full blitz with it. But I think he's gonna retreat into the Zapdos and just soften this thing up for 80 damage. And just chip away at my Rashizard here. Which, unfortunately, Outrage is now doing the perfect math. Zapdos has 110 HP. So, Outrage is 30 plus 10 for each counter on you. So, 80 plus 30 is actually 110. So, Outrage alone would take the knockout on this active Zapdos. So, it's just unfortunate that the math just works out like perfect on my end. So, I was able to evolve my Growlithe to an Arcanine. And Arcanine is just so good. I actually made the change to... I played, like, this is like some AbZard list that did well at the actual 2019 Nats. But I just he was playing a Reshiram from Shiny Legends, and I cut the 4 Jirachi for the 1/1 line. Just because, like, he's actually a really good attacker, and it also gives me an out to, like, Vileplume stall decks, and, like, Hoopa and stuff. And he's also, like, a good accelerator, because for 3 energies, he hits for 120 damage, and you accelerate 2 fires from your discard onto a bench Pokemon. So he's just, like, really versatile. And his second attack for 4 energies, for 4 fires, does 190. With the choice band, you could do 220. Just, like, good math. And very strong Pokemon. So I'm going to go ahead. I attach a fire energy to a benched Rashizard, and I just Outrage for knockout, going to 3 prizes. So I just look at it like, if I could manage to kill that Pikarom, that's just game for me. So I look at it like, let me just start setting up another Rashizard, and I could just find like Guzma, Choice Band, and I just Flare Strike for game. So I have nothing but time. My opponent has yet to take a prize. He still has 6 prizes. So like the pressure is on, and the clock is on for him. So he promotes the Jirachi. He will be seeing a Stellar Wish here, being able to see a trainer card. He does find a Thunder Mountain, so he just needs 1 energy attachment in order to full blitz here. And so I have 190 HP remaining. So a full blitz won't take a knockout unless he has 2 damage modifiers, a choice band or E power or 2 E powers. So he would need 2 damage modifiers, but if he could get a full blitz knockout here, that'd be huge. That'd be a huge swing in his turn. He'd go to 3 prizes and then also accelerate 3 more energies onto his board. So I do expect him to try digging for those damage modifiers here to take a full blitz knockout. I mean, a tag bolt knockout wouldn't be that well, because I mean, it would be a knockout. I mean, that still wouldn't be too bad because I have a 3-card hand, and considering I have a 3-card hand and not much of a follow-up on my board. Like, I can't even attack with anything else as of now. So definitely, like, tag bolt wouldn't be that bad here. So he does play Lily. He's gonna see some cards, and up to now he draws up to he has 6. Let's see if he can find those damage modifiers to take a full blitz knockout here. So he would need 2 of them again. If not, he does have a fallback onto the tag bolt, which is a guaranteed knockout there as well. So let me think here. Let's see what he ends up doing. So he's gonna bench a Zapdos. Actually, Thunder's Assault is a free attack due to the Thunder Mountain, so he's gonna still chip away at this Reshizard. I'm putting me at 160 damage now, so I have 110 remaining. I'm gonna draw for turn. Not sure why he just wouldn't go for the tag bolt there. I would have needed a lot with a 3-card hand in order to to respawn knockout the Pikarom. I mean, just wiping my only attacker and biggest threat on my board for 3 prizes is actually just I think always right there. But I mean, maybe he's just seeing something differently that I'm not. I don't know his hand, so maybe he just didn't have a follow-up for that. So maybe that was a smarter thing. I'm just counting my energies. Oh no, I played a Fiery Flint, discarding a Nest Ball and a Fire, grabbing 4 energies out of my deck. I wonder if I do have a Welder in hand. Most likely, if I'm playing, or maybe I'm just thinning out here. But I will be grabbing 4 energies to hand, and I do have a Welder, and probably I'm gonna Welder onto the ground. So actually, this was a really good turn on my part. So as I mentioned, the Groundless first attack for 3 fire energies does 120 damage, and then accelerates 2 energies to my bench Pokemon. So it would take the knockout on this 110 HP Zapdos. It's active, and then also bring back 2 energies to my bench Pokemon. So here, I looked at it like I did this because I'm attacking with a single prizer, and I'm also accelerating 2 energies to my bench. So I'm probably most likely going to be putting the 2 energies onto the clean Reshizard now. So that way, if he Guzman takes an easy knockout on my damage Reshizard, I have the clean one ready to go. So that's exactly what I do here. I go to 2 prizes here. I do the first attack. I accelerate the 2 energies to my clean Reshizard. So now I'm just literally a Guzma away from winning the game, because I just Guzma Zero Aura and I double Blaze GX for 200 damage. So that was just a smart play there on my part. That just kind of like guarantees checkmate with a Guzma play here, and also just leaving a single prizer in my active in case he does take this knockout, or if he does get greedy and wants to take the cheap knockout on my Reshizard for 3 prizes. It doesn't really affect my board state, because then I still have 2 attackers ready to go, and I would just need 1 attachment and a Guzma to killing a Zero Aura, because the Arcanine second attack does 190, killing the Zero Aura is 190 HP. So that was definitely like a really good play on my part, just to kind of just like solidifying 2 attackers on my board and just waiting for a Guzma, which I would have access to a Stellar Wish after a knockout here. So it's just a matter of time before I just like try finding a Guzma. I think I still have access to Tapu Lele as well for Wonder Tag Guzma. So I have a lot of outs to Guzma. I think I've only played 1 or 2, or 1 maybe or 2, but I have a good odds to hitting it between like any ball searches, another Dedenne, or Tapu Lele. So my opponent does Stellar Wish here. He's gonna bench another Jirachi Stellar Wish. I'm not sure what he's digging for. He still does have the Thunder Mountain out, so we can see So I remember he takes back the switch because he doesn't really need to play the switch right now. He could just manually retreat into the Jirachi. So he'd take it back. He's gonna see a second Stellar Wish. Gets to see a second trainer card here. Let's see what he grabs off. He's gonna grab an E-Power here. So Guzma would be good if he could Guzma KO. At least take 3 prizes on the heavily damaged. I mean, a full blitz knockout is good for 3 prizes. So if he could like Guzma full blitz kill the damaged Reshizard and then put the energies onto the Pikarom itself, he could still manage to win this game because then he could just kill the Dene and a Jirachi for the tag bowl and then take the last 3 prizes. So I mean that is his obviously his only line available. So he switches. He's gonna play switch. I mean, he's debating if he wants to play the switch or not. Unfortunately, I don't think he found the Guzma, so that's gonna be massive here. If he whiffs the Guzma full blitz, like I don't think has a chance of coming back into this game. So the Jirachi is asleep because he did use Stellar Wish. I think he's debating if he wanted to play switch or not. So I'm not sure what he wants to do here. I mean, Tag Bolt, I don't even think he could Tag Bolt and kill my 2 Reshizards because he would need 3 damage modifiers. He's ready to play 2. I'm not even sure if he's playing Choice Band. We haven't even seen a Choice Band at this point yet. So he might just have access to the 2 Electro Powers, and that'll only do 260. So unfortunately, that wouldn't. He still has 6 prizes. He has to take the 6. He can't even kill the 2. I don't think it's possible for him to kill 2 Reshizards currently. He could do the 170 and kill the bench one, but it won't be enough here. So he does have switch in hand still, so he could switch into the Pikarom this turn. I mean, he could full blitz and kill this Arcanine here and still take the knockout, going down to 5 prizes. So he's gonna play switch, go into the Pikarom. So we're gonna see a full blitz here. He's gonna be able to accelerate 3 energies onto his board. Most likely we will be seeing them be put onto the Pikarom themselves. He's gonna take a prize, go down to 5. I have 2. I need an energy and a Choice Band to win this game. I know I have the energy. I'm just taking a look, counting my energies that I have available. I might not have energies in hand, but I know I do have a Fire Crystal available. So I know I had the energy in hand. So I'm most likely going to be attaching to the Reshizard here to Flare Strike, but I need to find the Choice Band. I have a Choice Band in deck. I think I prized the second one, but I'm gonna play Welder. I figured I welded the 1 to see 3 cards, right? Because then I still have access to a Stellar Wish to see I want to see as many cards as I can out of my deck before I Stellar Wish. So I'm gonna Stellar Wish here, see the 5 cards. Let's see, I whiff the Choice Band. But I get an Ultra Ball. I do have access to a Let Loose Marshadow still in my deck, so I could shuffle up and draw 4. But so I'm gonna just start thinning out cards here as well. I'm gonna Ultra Ball 2 Eevee Snorlaxes away from my deck. Just getting those dead cards out of my deck. I have a Lele. I have a there was 2 Marshadows. I believe there's a Resetting Hole Marshadow and a Let Loose Marshadow. So I'm just like trying to figure out like what's the best way of thinning out this deck in order to find my Choice Band here. So I do see a Let Loose, a Resetting Hole, a Jirachi, and a Tapu Lele GX. The Tapu Lele, it's kind of pointless because I can't even Wonder Tag. I've already played Welder for the turn. So I am going to grab a Let Loose here. Gotta try getting lucky here and just try Let Loosing off of, try seeing the Choice Band off of 4 cards off Let Loose here. So let's see what I end up doing here. I'm gonna attach just because I don't want obviously shuffle that E-board back into my deck. Just trying to play as many cards as possible. I'm gonna play a Heat Factory, bouncing his Stadium. Okay, and then I'm gonna most likely play the Let Loose here. Oh, I bench Miltank. Just because I don't want to shuffle that back into my deck and draw into it. So just minimizing my odds here. My deck is kind of small here, so I'm gonna see 4 cards off of this. The Heat Factory is actually good. If I could like draw into Fire Crystal and get energies out of my discard, I could see an additional 3 cards as well. So Again, there's only one copy of Choice Band in deck, so it is kind of rough to like. There's a high odds of me whiffing at all. Let's see if I get it off the let loose. I do get the Fire Crystal, so I will have access to 3 more cards that I could see from my deck. Gonna take the 3 energies from my discard pile to hand, grabbing the 3. I'm gonna go ahead, activate the Heat Factor to see 3. Oh wait, I have an Ultra Ball, so just again thinning out as best as I can here. I could take out 1 more Pokemon from my deck that I don't want to draw into, obviously. So I'm gonna go ahead, play the Ultra Ball. I think there's a Resetting Hole and a Lele. So I mean either or, just getting one of those out. And I'm just looking. Oh, I grab a Jirachi. So I think that was about like a 9 to 10 card deck there. So I get to see 7. So let's say I have a 30% chance, or I don't even know what the odds are, but not that high. But I will be seeing 3 cards off of this. Again, Choice Band would win the game, so Heat Factory for 3, Ultra Ball, and the last card was a Choice Band. So I'm just gonna promote and then attach a Choice Band and use Flare Shark for 260, taking my last 2 prizes, and that'll do it. That wins me my first round in this 2019 tournament. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this match. This is a really good format. I'm going to post the Discord link below, and I really would like if you guys could join if you guys want to play some webcam, old formats, you know, dust off some old cards, put them together, play some old decks. It's a good time, man. Please follow me on Twitter at MuffSquadNJ. Follow my buddy James at 2010 Decklist. Check out his Twitch where we stream old formats as well. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like below, and thanks for watching, guys. Take care.